Start here.
Then starting. But at the end of the day, say me no age, man.
No sweat.
I'm working with you. So the only thing I want you to do is to be the host for today. I just want to see the talent you have.
Bang! We back again. As we promised you that the section that we were having last week is going to be on 2 forms or 3 forms.
Yes.
Part 1, part 2, part 3. We are here to do the second part. And this second part is going to come up with different trends, which are very important to the society of the world. When I say society, because remember, now the world is like a global world because of this internet pace. So things that seems broad becomes narrow now. So today, I think I'm co-chairing as a host. I'm co-chairing as a host. Despite I'm a CEO, he has reduced my level of my position to be a co-host. And I take it in good faith because...
But do you know I can point videos that you yourself, you say with my co-host here. So what's the problem?
I'm not saying being a co-host is not good. It actually even gives you the edge to be brave.
And you can get some nice morals.
No, I've got morale. The pressure in South Africa gives you morale. When you wake up in the morning, you look at the electricity bill there, the morale is already there. Talking is easy for me to talk.
All right.
So, viewers and listeners, we are here again to do the part 2 as we promised. And this time we are going to come up with different trends which is affecting society and the world as a whole. So now I'm co-chairing. My host is here. I'll be the main host today.
Yes.
And then he will be the co-host.
Yes.
And then...
But at the end of the day, I will be the one to be asking you questions and what you think about it. So I'm your main man, Fred. This is Ken Fred himself. And he's not going anywhere, with the Foritechonline TV, always sponsored by the Foritech IT solution. Look for us, and we are going to surprise you with amazing stuff. So today, the co-chairing, as you said, you didn't even mention your name. You didn't even.
The funny part is,
why don't you just name yourself CEO once?
The funny part is there's a lot of CEO in this world. This kind of CEO does not have the money that other CEOs are having. So I don't want to take titles which will swallow me in the night.
Okay.
I'm just a CEO of Foritech, which is a limited company which is now trying to raise to the capacity where we want to belong. So like you said, I'm happy with what the co-host said. Today is going to be a big start. But before I hand over to him for him to ask me the relevant questions, I want to do something. As he said, the sponsorship is coming from our mother company, Foritech IT Solution, where we offer graphic designing, UV printing, offset printing, screen printing, and we do banner, we do all sort of designs. And we also inculcate design training to people.
Yeah.
The last episode where I said I wish Mahama was an MPP member.
Okay. Yeah.
I went through the comment section as a lawyer and a dedicated CEO, and one person said, all you know is to talk about being an MPP, but you don't think of Mother Ghana. I'm not here to attack the person, but I want the person to listen to me.
This is your mic.
This is your mic. Listen,
let me do this for you so that you can relax.
No, it's fine. The mic has got, when you do frequency modulation, you can stand at a certain point and speak and it will come into the mic. Because I want to express.
It's a dimensional microphone.
Yes,
so automatically.
So this is not
but I want you to be clear.
Okay, it's
because you are speaking to some people. You need to be clear.
I want the person who gave me the comment to listen and listen well.
I will come after you.
Opinion here are like noses. So when people share their opinions, your opinion, you're entitled to your own opinion.
Correct.
Mine, I'm entitled to my own opinion.
Correct.
I said I can never be an NDC member, and I mean it. I cannot be jumping from one point to another. Let me tell you one fact. The gentleman who commented, I love his comment, but some part, the first part in inverted commas was so wrong, in the sense that if you want all of us to be NDC or all of us to be MPP, it does not work as well. Or if you want us to be patriotic, that's perfect. But we need to belong to a party for somebody to come and lead us. And all of us cannot belong to one party or neither belong to the other party. One must belong on the right and the other must belong to the left. So I think
there should be optional, because you can't say
I will not even use optional.
You
Optional,
can't eat rice the whole year.
Optional is like there's only one party and you don't know what to do. You have to go to that. We have 2 leading parties, but we have about 13 parties in Ghana.
Correct.
So you cannot tell me that I must think of Ghana. I need to be in a party for the good leader to come and lead us. So with all due respect, when I'm talking of being an MPP member,
I hope you are not emotional about
I'm not. When I'm talking of being an MPP member, I am an MPP member. If I'm crucified because I'm an MPP member, so be it, because this is what I want.
Okay.
So you say you love Mother Ghana. Do you know the meaning of New Patriotic Party? A patriotic citizen is a citizen where he takes the country at heart, not a party. I am not saying I'm not taking a country as heart, but we need leaders from these parties to come and fix Ghana, for us to take Ghana as heart. Now, in my narrative, in my ending comment, if you check my submission, today I'm speaking pure English, not Ghana English. When you check my submission, I said, we pray that MPP will support Mahama so that we have a better Ghana.
Yeah.
So please check your phone. Maybe the typing, you enjoy typing, but type with not emotion attached to it, not because you want to type. Listen to the English that we laid on the ground, because at the end game we said we want Ghana to be a better Ghana. You don't know our credibilities. We're not talking because we are talking. We talk with facts and figures. And I will never be an NDC member. It's not possible. It's not possible. If 30 or 40 million population all join NDC, then NDC is going to misbehave at the end of the day, because it's an autonomous party. Okay. Even the country that everybody look up to, the United States, they've got 2 leading parties. How come they are the master of democracy, but they have Republicans and Democrats? Please, your opinion is your own opinion. My opinion is my own opinion. I'm an MPP member. I'm a proud MPP member. I have lost election, and I'm proud I've lost election, and I'll bounce back. Thank you.
So one thing that I just want to speak about right now, it's in terms of comment sections, all right? I just want to understand, when someone comes and give a comment, the comment should be an additional advice towards the conversation that we had, right? I think criticizing and raining sort of English that looks like you're insulting the person doesn't really
using proverbial language, but criticisms are part of our station. You need to criticize, especially our mode of dressing, our English terminologies. You can criticize or being biased, not giving chance. Because if you remember, I'm an MPP member, but I was applauding to Mahama.
Yes. And I was on your neck.
Exactly. You feel me?
And you were sweating.
You feel this nigga? So what I'm saying is that when you are commenting, comment on your own opinion. Don't comment attacking the host and the co-host.
Okay.
It's not, it doesn't augur well for.
All right, let's go to today's business. Yeah. So
for the program, yeah.
Yes. So we decided to continue from where we stopped the last time in terms of the reconciliation, and then we noticed that there is something that is going on in the world right now. That is mass deportation from this Western world. Okay. So we decided to just chip that in, and we're going to bounce back to the Ghana election from the election time to today. So we are not really deviating, but just that we wanted to give you guys the insight of what is going on and how you'll be able to rescue yourself when it comes to that point of you being involved in where the state is now getting into. I think the CEO has some valid points that he wants to really share to the loved ones that are really watching out of the country. So today's business.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Co-host. We wanted to proceed from where we stopped the other time, as we promised our listeners and the viewers.
Yeah.
But this is the breaking news. The whole world is in turmoil because when we talk United States, listeners, viewers and listeners, United States, in a synonym, it's a term as United Countries. It's about 56 or 57 countries embodied into one. So whatever affected United States affects the rest of the world. Now, in United States, I've got a federal state. When we say something called federal, they've got one state that controls the whole state where they elect a president. So that president rules above all the other presidents or the other states.
Governments.
So now, out of the blue, when Donald Trump was elected and inaugurated as a president, he signed 3 executive orders. And then today I'm here to enlighten what is an executive order. I've not gone through the dictionary, but from my school days when we say an executive order in terms of politics, it simply means that the president has got so mandatory where he forms part of the federal government. He takes his sole decisions to make decisions for the rest of the state, where the state has no power. So that executive orders comes from the federal state. And what is a federal state? You see, America has got about 57 states. Now, when they form a government where they elect a president, the president and its government forms a federal state where they supersedes the rest of the state. So that executive orders, the one that we are going to highlight on was the immigration policies.
Yeah.
Where he said, 1, people with no document must be deported.
Yeah.
2, people with green cards who have got criminal records must be deported. And 3, children that are born from alien parents. When we say alien parent, means your father and mother came to America through jumping the borders.
Correct.
Not with the passport or coming with a visa and overstay, and they don't have status in America.
Yeah.
The child starting from February or Feb is no more an American citizen. Now, let me start from the third point. There was, and some years back, that's about 30 or 40 years back, the Red Indians, where the country America belongs to them, were not given the opportunity to become an American citizen. So then it came where the House, the representatives of the House said, okay, we now inculcate that into their constitution, whereby when the Red Indians pushed America, when they give birth, for them to, because America belongs to them, because they give birth, now every child born on American soil becomes an American citizen. So it's in the constitution. Now Donald Trump, our beloved president, now uses executive powers to decline that from the constitution. And the executive powers are powers which can supersede every power in America.
But do you think his term is how many years? 4 years, right?
4 years.
Do you think if the new president comes back, that can be erased?
Yes. Let me tell you something. It's a good question. We have the Democrats and the Republicans, and now we have the Republican lead in America.
Yeah.
So if we happen that he leaves office after the 4 years, and we don't get any Republican to win the election, Democrat can come and change that, use their executive powers to change it. But if Republicans come and they follow the same route as Donald Trump, they'll still maintain it.
Okay.
That's how dangerous it is.
All right.
Now, the second point I want to talk about is the deportation. Now, they are deporting. And now let me explain to viewers and listeners what the meaning of deporting. Deportation simply means the removal of a person or persons from a country where the person does not come from to his homeland, either through forcibly means or through an executive order. So now they are using forcibly means an executive order to remove them. Now, with my take of the deportation, I will talk about the whole holistic approach of the deportation. So these are my narrative. With my take on the deportation, I see it as not a witch hunt.
Okay.
Good. In a sense that, let me give you a scenario. America is a country, is a land of opportunities, of milk and honey. America was so liberal that it said, we've got too much resources and enough to give the rest of the world. And America has got a slogan that America belongs to the people and the people who live in them. So people want to come to America, they don't have opportunity to come. So we can have programs like the visa lottery where people can become citizens. So they give us all these things for us to come there. Now, when you use foul means to enter America and you don't have papers and you are working, you commit crime, how would they identify you? 2, the country was now becoming choked. Everybody coming there is coming to become a refugee. So now let me explain the terminology of a refugee. A refugee is a person or a persons that leaves his home where he or she comes from, goes to another country to seek protection from dangers that was alluding to him from where he or she comes from. So now Americans notice that after giving everybody all this liberal role, people were now flocking into the country and the country was becoming overchoked. And crime was becoming alarming. Kids were raped. So now he came not for him to witch hunt, using his executive orders for people to be deported. Although he might do it in a harsh way, in some circumstances he's right. In some circumstances he needs to slow down. So that's my take on it. Okay. Now, before I hand the baton to you, I want to talk about deportation limiting to my country, Ghana, and Africa as a whole. So there, I'll wait for you to give me permission to do that.
Oh, no, but right now, I just wanted you to give me the highlights. Are there any things that people can really do in terms of the person being illegal in America right now? Good. There are a lot of videos that are going on. People are giving advices of being in the house, don't go out. But at the end of the day, the mass thing that they are doing, they are going to factories, supermarkets, shops, and even houses.
Yes.
They are knocking doors to doors in some areas that they know this is having mass foreigners there. They are going to houses by houses and all that. There are other videos that are trending of people giving specific areas like Indiana. There are some places that
Maryland, they were in Maryland, they were in Florida, New York.
There are some places that they said.
It doesn't mean the rest of the state they wouldn't go there. I think those are the targeted states that where you find most of the gang. Now, this is what I picked up. Most of the people he's arrested are people who jump the borders. In, and they've got criminal records, they form gangs, and they have, some also have got deportation orders on their name. People must not mix issues here. Some of them have been picked.
But is he entitled to give specific stuff that I'm not going after only hardworking people. I'm just going after the people with the criminal records, because right now some some Americans are really standing way against it. There are some that are really losing businesses because workers are not coming to work. Good. Farmers are really losing their crops because farmers are not.
Good. This is where I chip in of the negative aspect. It's still going to affect America, though. America is a big country. I've been there twice. America is a very big country. So the masses of people that they are taking them are masses of people who don't have papers, and they are the ones who are hardworking in the construction firm, in the farms, where they are giving production to efficient to be 150. America as a whole, they don't like to do those jobs.
Yeah.
So now it's affecting the economy of America, but he doesn't give a hoot about it. He doesn't give a hoot about it.
That's really disturbing, because
it's disturbing. So my advice to my fellow Africans who are there is that we're not saying come back home, because there's nothing at home. Our leaders have not prepared a better place for us. If you want to stay like a ghost. Move your step one by one. Don't be too forward.
Yeah.
Don't go and show off.
Yeah, because don't be when the ISIS stuff, like there's some people that present fake stuff,
they don't want to take any excuse. Straight to the camp for deportation. So the advice I'll give people is that try and lie low. Go to places where you know they are safe. Don't go to federal places, federal states, like the post office and all these things. For now, let the situation calm down. Now, how to pay your rent if you don't work? That one is your own problem, because when you were working, you're supposed to save.
Because at the end of the day, right now, economy of America might, because we don't have the 100% proof that the economy will be going down. So it might go down. And this is the country tax paying money that is being used to deport these people. Just imagine the number of flights that needs to go to all these countries. Exactly. According to statistics, Ghana, it's almost 6,000 plus. And Nigeria is like 20,000 plus. Ethiopia is like 10,000 plus. Somalia is like 60,000 plus. One jumbo plane takes how many passengers? It takes close to 300 people.
Yes.
So just imagine how many.
They've got the money to do that.
Yeah, but for how long do you think they'll be able to do that?
That's what I'm saying. So long as his energy and thirst for deportation still continue, he will continue to deport. He has nothing to lose, though. He will continue to deport. That is how powerful that gentleman is. What I'm saying is that we can talk and rant here. It wouldn't solve any problem. My fellow Africans, to be precise, Ghanaians,
and some of the Ghanaians are the ones that are choking.
No, the Ghanaians are like that. Even here, where we are now, I've got South African document, but doesn't give me mandate that you don't have paper. I must call you because it's none of my business. I must learn to mind my business. The fact that I've got papers, that is Ghana mentality for you.
Why that?
They are like that. You understand?
Yeah.
You know, my blood pressure, I don't want it to go, but Ghanaians are like that. It's not me, I have me Zimbabwe, to avoid certain problems. Okay, sorry, I'm not being emotional. What I'm saying, let me go back to the English word. I'm saying my people, they will go and bet mouth and backbite their own nationality, their own citizens, their own countrymen that they don't have document.
Because they said they are paying some of them, though.
Yes.
They are paying them if you come.
Some even come and say, you need to go home. So what?
Yeah, some are doing videos.
You will not die in this world.
Go home because at least fear. You understand? But why are you there?
Exactly. If you I got one case what the visa lottery people, I'm saying this for everybody, whether you are my family member or not. The fact that you won a lottery or you went to America through marriage means that you are suffering. There's no suffering child who will go to America and stay there. Canadian Post kids were born in America, but they work in Ghana. You are suffering. Check how much you work every day. But you still want to laugh at people. When me, Kwabno for you, I don't work hard, but I make my dollars. I don't work hard. I don't want to talk too much. I don't work hard. People who knows my credibility is that I pay dollars in America, but I stay in Africa. But I know I'm telling this, I'm very emotional because unyokuna uchukunu a day na ubenye film. And we only paper and a year then. Would you be cross or up and down a year day? I'm asking you.
Yeah.
When you are in somebody's country working like a slave during the slave trade, up and down, no my bread, Mrs. Yemeya, Sameda, Menyasi, and a year day. Why is that the citizens they don't do certain jobs? I'll be asking yourself why. They know slaves. They see you as you came here to look for money. The country belongs. That's why certain jobs they don't do it. And to say, oh, no need paper. Shut the beak.
Because
pray for your fellow Ghanaians.
They said there are some
being
states.
Hypocrite.
They said there are some states that some Black Americans are really camping.
Yes.
The foreign nationalities that they know they don't have documents to even.
My child is an American citizen. I don't want to talk too much here.
It's okay. All right. So
but, no, let me say he's an American citizen. But I wouldn't wish somebody who doesn't have paper to go home.
Yeah.
If you didn't, kakana kakra ni yeni road I be fast walk aswa. Near 6,000 I ever come. Ask yourself. Now, the Ghanaians are so inhuman and wicked to a point in time that he wants.
It looks like I've triggered something.
Yes, he wants his brother to go home so that you say, hey, yes, they've taken him home, and so what? America na mukura Kansas. You should be careful. You know something? Yes. You don't know what is coming. That's why I like Kennedy Japan. He told his son, leave America and come and work. Ghana. Full time. More Muslim na Muslim more people no. Argentina, unyesika, number you kruye. It shows that you're still a slave for the American people. I'm done.
We know that San Francisco is a sanctuary city. We will always be a sanctuary city.
We want to be clear. The Sheriff's Office does not and will not take part in immigration raids or any federal law enforcement actions directed towards the immigrant community.
Very simple message. If you want a safe city, you must support a sanctuary city. Sanctuary city, the whole point, the whole purpose is to make sure that people feel safe testifying to crimes and reporting crimes. So a safe city is a sanctuary city. And I want to end by saying that immigrants built our nation, immigrants make our country better, and in San Francisco, we support and celebrate our immigrant community. Thank you.
Are we here to stand with immigrants? Yeah. Are we here to stand with our families? Yeah. Are we here to stand with our workers? Yeah. Donald Trump, this is what community looks like.
I'll say it's very emotional. Let's pray that this thing comes to an end. And then just also on the hindsight, please, they must try and legalize themselves wherever they are in the state. Living lavish lifestyle whilst you know you don't have documents is tantamount to foolishness if you have the means. So this is an eye-opener. When this thing becomes over, everybody must hoot to get document. If there's a deportation order on your name, I'm sorry to say you need to go home peacefully once this thing is stopped, so that they don't deport you and lose everything.
Yeah.
To cut this short, I'm happy that this program has been held on my studio. It's very emotional.
Yeah.
What I say is that hit the notification button for more trending news, and then so that when we get
any update or
any updated
something coming,
we'll come and give you the gist right away. And also subscribe and become part of the Foritech family. Bring your criticisms. We need them so that we can improve on the station.
Please don't bombard him. He will come back emotional and give you the longest and the everest advice of not bombarding him. Stay blessed and enjoy the next video coming to you.